Your book ends with a very, very, very scary consequence.
Yeah.
Where if you do, you want to talk about what happened there?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Okay.
originally that chapter was the first chapter, and HarperCollins and Random House and these big publishers were like, we couldn't make it past the first chapter. It's very graphic. It used to be more
Yeah.
graphic, and then I kind of edited it. But yeah,
It's hard to read.
yeah, it's hard. I know, and
Yeah.
fortunately, this editor suggested that I just move it towards the end, and it sort of fixed the whole book. But yeah, but by the end of my addiction, I would stay clean for like 3-6 months, and then I get high for one day and like wake up with horrific life altering consequences. And that particular time, I was clean for like 4 months, and then I got high downtown with a friend and blacked out on a combination of heroin, methamphetamine, and crack cocaine. He was giving me a tattoo, is the last thing I remember. And then I woke up like 8 hours later. I woke up in a bathtub in Chinatown in a boarding house that I'd like broken into. It wasn't my bathroom. And there was blood everywhere. And I was in a tub with like water and blood. And I was missing part of my face, and it took some detective work, but apparently I'd gotten into some kind of fight and I gotten slashed with a knife. And then after that, I had sort of in a blackout, like started chewing on my lip and like on my face, and it got really engorged and really inflamed, and a lot of it was gone. and and I had like $40 in my pocket, so obviously I was like, okay, I have to just go kill myself. I mean, this is the end of the line. This is like, Jared, you can't get high for 8 hours without eating your face. You know, that's not something that I just at the time I was like, you don't deserve to live. So I went and I bought enough heroin to kill myself. I shot it. I died in a public bathroom. Someone found me in like a pool of blood or whatever. They called the paramedics. They Narcan me, and I came back to life. And fortunately, wound up at a hospital that had a plastic surgery training department, and they offered to practice on me like their students. And they practiced, and they rebuilt my face. They rebuilt like my lip, and now every day I have a scar that's I'm eternally grateful for how good of a job they did. I mean, they completely fixed my face,
Yeah.
but I still have a scar, and that is like this beautiful reminder every day when I look in the mirror. Anytime, I mean, I've been sober for 6 years, and anytime I've even like considered an inkling of a thought of using drugs again, I just know that uh, you don't they don't rebuild your face twice, you know. So so and just like spoiler alert, I did get high one more time after that, and basically the same exact thing happened to me, except I woke up and I was missing my toe.
How did that happen?
Uh, I actually managed to get a girlfriend, um, and was sober for like 6 months, and she went to Cuba actually for like 5 days. So I was house sitting and taking care of her cat, and I got an idea to go get high, and I had a car, and I was driving down to Skid Row, and I knew as I was driving, I was like, "You're not going to have this car within 2 weeks. Like, you're going to lose everything, and
Mm.
you just can't turn around, once you've like made your mind up." And I went down, I got high, blacked out, came to in her bathroom, uh, and my toe was really messed up. And once again, like detective work, I don't really know exactly what happened, but I apologize in advance for being graphic, but it appears that I was clipping my toenails, and uh, and I just kept going, and I went to the hospital, and they sort of bandaged it up, and it was like throbbing, and like my foot was like becoming infected, and it was really bad. So I went back to the hospital a few days later. They did an X-ray, and they said, you're missing a bone in your toe. You removed the bone of your toe yourself.
Oh my God.
So like this is like sadistic. I mean, this is disgusting, and I'm not a sadistic and disgusting person. Uh, Unfortunately, I'm relatively boring to be honest. But when I'm on drugs, I mean, there's like a demonic thing that happens, and You know, I believe in God, and I just think it was like a spiritual thing where it's like, I'll take everything from you. I'll take your housing. I'll take your family. I'll take your friends. I'll leave you in the gutter for long periods of time. And you don't seem to like think that that's a big deal. So like something more has to be taken from you. So I'll take your toe. You know, so that's it. I've been sober since then.